Hi all. World history. When you prepare world history, you may come across some difficult concepts, terms, or some words. Understanding them thoroughly is essential for understanding the world history. Let us start. Coming to world history, we come across the terms like colonialism and imperialism. Colonialism, imperialism. We know India was a colony of Britain, and there are many European powers: Portuguese, Dutch, British, French, etc. They had colonies over Asia, Africa, America, etc. So, coming to the concept, colonialism is a policy of conquering the weaker nations or weaker people by the powerful nations, mostly the industrialized capitalist nations, conquering the territories of the weaker people. That is something colonialism. Imperialism is, it's a policy of empire building. It's again the industrialized capitalist European nations mostly. Yes, they are taking the control over other lands, or they are controlling the other lands of the people who are economically, socially weaker. Okay, so it's a empire building policy, or it's conquering the lands of people in order to have political, economic, cultural advantage. Okay, that's imperialism in simple words. Okay, Asia experienced this, Africa experienced this, America experienced this. Okay, almost all this. So Europeans were advanced in that case. Okay, then what is next? Age of Enlightenment. Age of Enlightenment, you again see that in the 17th century, 18th century, the Europe witnessed, yes, scientific revolutions. It's actually a philosophical literary movement. It promoted new ideas of reasoning, rationalism, liberalism, humanism, scientific temperament. You see, it all questioned and challenged these, medieval orthodoxy, superstitious beliefs, and these so-called authoritarian governments, etc., and the power and this authority of the church, etc. So this, the so-called age of enlightenment, which was driven by, yes, age of reasoning, rational, liberal, human values. Okay, it's advanced by scientific temperament. That is age of enlightenment. What is next? Yes, it is the ancient regime. Ancient regime is nothing but it is actually, when it comes to France, you could see from the second half of the 16th century to almost to 1789 or 1781, you see, yes, there existed a political, social, oppressive policy. That is something called ancient regime. And opposing this, there came a revolution, which was French Revolution. Okay, so challenging these so-called oppressive like government and the socio-economic political policies, etc. What is next? Yes, apartheid. Yes, again you go to Africa. There, British followed a policy of racial segregation and white supremacy established by the British government or the colonial government over Africa. That racial segregation, whitish supremacy policy, which is apartheid, is what is next. Appeasement is nothing but it is actually a policy of, having the political material or territorial concessions to an aggressor state in order to avoid war. Okay, it is giving political concession, material concessions, or it is territorial concessions to an aggressor state, that is to avoid wars. It's happened during the world war occasions. We have seen, yes, that is, a country giving away the territories, or maybe concluding certain treaties, giving some, like a fund and all. That is to stop war. That is to ensure peace. Okay, to an aggressor state. Yes. What is next? Aristocracy is again, you see, a socially privileged class, holding these important positions of the government or enjoying these socio-political or maybe extravaganzas of the state. Okay, so that is aristocracy. Coming to French Revolution, the exploitation by these, noble classes, these socially privileged, they are land holders or they are land owners. They enjoy the income, they are exempted from the taxes and punishments, and they are very close to government. Sometimes they enjoy the good positions in the government. Okay, so these privileged classes, they put all the oppressions over the common people, you see. So aristocracy, socially privileged sections of the society, very much close to the government or holding important positions of the government, noble classes. Yes, what is next? Yes, armistice is again, that is, that is a policy of, like a negotiation, a policy of negotiation treaty, that is to stop, fighting. in order to initiate a peace talk. In order to initiate a peace talk, yes, this is something, yes, a policy of halting a fighting, or policy of halting a fight or halting a war in order to initiate peace talks. That is, yeah, the armistice. What is next? Blood and iron policy, actually the aggressive foreign policy of this German vice chancellor, sorry, German chancellor, that is this Ottoman Bismarck. He believed is the policy of blood and iron. Yes, that will speak instead of these, speeches and parliamentary debates and these proposals, etc. Okay, that is something essential for national building. What is next? Bloody Sunday is nothing but it is on 22nd January 1905 when the Father Gavin was leading a procession of these peaceful people, workers, women, children. They faced this firing by these soldiers of the Tsar government. You see, many people were killed, innocent people were killed, and that kick-started this 1905 revolution, Russian Revolution. What is next? Concord is nothing but again go to France and Napoleon Bonaparte, and he was successful in his many of his military conquests, and he built a huge empire, and he made a negotiation or an agreement with this Roman Pope. So it's an agreement between Napoleon and Pope. That is something concordate. Yes, what is next? The Chartist movement. Again, you see, again you go to these United Nations. Again go to this United Kingdom, United Kingdom. There you see, yeah, there in this first half of this 19th century, something between 1838 to 48, there was a movement by these British working classes demanding for the political rights in order to improve their social economic conditions. That is Chartist movement. So just you go for it, use the map and just connect with these different nations, different continents. What are the different movements, ideologies, leaders and events which happened in this like world history, modern world history, and how to redefine this history of the modern world. Okay, that's it. All the best. Stay tuned and subscribe our channel for more this type of the videos for making your preparation easier and interesting. Thank you.